If I told you that a 15-year-old is strong enough to beat a monster made of trash, you might think that all I did was describe some shonen garbage to you. And you'd be right, this show is garbage, because it's all about garbage. We watch anime for a lot of different reasons. It's either for the lore, the combat, or how imaginative a series can be. And Gachiakuta has some of the best combat that anime has to offer, for the pure fact that the protagonist himself doesn't stick to just one weapon. I mean, just look at some of these panels. The aura is unreal. Meet Rudo. He has to keep his gloves on due to a mysterious curse that he was afflicted with at birth. He's a twisted little knot of pure anger that's hell-bent on destroying the world out of revenge. He also believes in equality. Hello? Based? In this series, if an object is cared for enough, it can be imbued with an energy called anima and be transformed into a weapon called the vital instrument. The cleaners, the main group that we follow, use these instruments to clean up the trash beasts that I mentioned earlier. If I had a vital instrument, it would probably be my pen and drawing tablet. And anytime I would slash my screen, I would create a slash on my target. That would be pretty sick. The cast of characters are rock solid. Jabber is this unhinged masochist and is bar none one of the funniest characters in the whole show. Engine is this cool older brother to everybody that he meets and just overall a stand-up guy. Semiyu is this beautiful badass receptionist. And finally the mysterious Rio. I must know more about this woman. Just like Rudo, the entire cast can throw hands and feet. Out of anything that I'm reading right now, this is hands down my favorite one. I would highly recommend it if you want some dark fantasy to read or watch. You can't go wrong with either. It's genuinely worth checking out. I didn't want to spoil too much because it really is peak fiction.
He said it! He said it!
I'm not into sports whatsoever, but if we're talking about BLUELOCK, then you won't be able to get me to shut up. I love everything about this series. Everything from the characters to every single match played so far. The name of the game here is ego. Who can have the biggest ego in a sport made for teamwork? The plot of the story is that Japan wants to make the most effective team of strikers to finally win the World Cup. And among those strikers is Asagi, the protagonist of our story. I'm telling you, this kid is too cracked. He has this ability to have his eyes on the entire field all at once. What's funny is that a lot of his rivals actually have the same ability, but it's the fact that he min-maxes his one good ability while devouring techniques from other players. It's not just him though, all the characters are cracked. Nagi, who's able to catch and trap anything that comes near his feet. Or Rin, who's this soccer prodigy that goes buck wild whenever his tongue starts slipping out of his mouth. Another favorite of mine is Bauro, who is practically a monster and can send missiles from halfway across the field. If you're looking for a high-octane sports manga, then look no further. I've only ever read the manga because the way that they portray movement is so dynamic, and it's easy to follow the flow of a match that you're reading. I could only recommend reading this one since I've never watched the anime. Now if you'll excuse me, I have more shonen garbage to sift through.